And we're live.
All right.
How's that?
Looks good, man.
Appreciate it.
Angle's right here.
Yeah, you're looking good. Man, crazy difference in the last, how many years has it been?
It took about 2 solid years to get back on track.
Oh yeah, how long has it been since me and you have seen each other?
And we're live.
All right.
How's that?
Looks good, man.
Appreciate it.
Angle's.
Sorry, I forgot the window was up.
Norton's.
Yeah. Well, the bike. I sold that. Helped you sell that first bike.
Yes, the V-Star 650.
And then we went and got lunch.
So that was at least about 7 years. I think.
Yeah, and so it took you 2 to get in shape. So in those 5 other years, have you been in shape for 2 years now? Is this the results of 2 years, or?
It's I was kind of like in the middle ground for a while, and then I went really hard over the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest?
376. And but the weight didn't bother me.
You know, it of course bothers me in terms of like clothes and
That's
looks. But like I can still get on a skateboard and go cruising, man. Like the exhaustion, I get exhausted way easier now carrying all this around. I feel.
I don't know, because I was used to walking around bigger anyway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you what got me. It wasn't like I could still tying my shoes. I was
That's a bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't flexible. So I tied the shoes is one thing, but that didn't stop nothing.
My leg's bendy at least. I can bend that leg up there.
But the thing that got me, man, I didn't mind the weight. I still felt good. I wasn't getting like sick or nothing like that. It was just that the inconvenience of the size.
Yeah.
That started getting on my nerves.
It's expensive. DXL is they're taxing.
Man, hey, you talking about you going there, you spending like $60 for a shirt, $60, $70 for a pair of jeans.
I mean, I feel like I'm really throwing down on some nice stuff when I'm in there, but at the same time, it's like, I could go to a different store to get it at a normal size for like 30% cheaper,
and
at least.
And the truth is the better you look, the cheaper the clothes you can wear, and you look great.
Yeah.
Like, now I get a whole outfit including the shoes, for the price of one thing from DXL. And, oh, man, look at this guy. He got it together.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice outfit from DXL runs me about $300. Flexing. He can flex like that, but, I gotta... Ooh.
But, yeah, that's how it is, man.
Yeah.
I remember going into DXL and, dropping, 500 or 600, coming out with like one
couple
bag.
Outfits.
Coming up with one bag.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's
but
wild.
I remember what it was. What in particular started this transformation.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning. When I was young, I was always heavier. I was like a little short, round Eminem build.
Okay. Yeah.
But I started lifting weights when I was in middle school. So like 6th, 7th grade, I started lifting weights. Now I didn't know anything about dieting. I just ate, Little Debbie's and whatever food I wanted to eat, and I didn't care about a look. I just wanted to be strong. So I did that, and I got stronger. And I was always one of the strongest people in my class or any group we would get together. I just looked like garbage. I just was just this round kid. And then once I got into I graduated out of high school, and I didn't learn about dieting until I turned like 19.
So you first lost weight at like 19?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Because I remember.
Black Thunder. Go ahead.
The party?
Which one? Which party?
You and I went to a party and I didn't even know it was your house. We talked about this years ago, I found out that you lived in that house in the church parking lot on Dixie Highway, right? So, and I went to a party there because a bunch of my street racing friends got invited.
Yeah.
And they were out there doing dumb shit, and like I'm pretty sure some of them were kicked out for like being idiots, which that's standard practice for a car guy because most of us were into like Red Bull and bikes, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was funny. It's off subject, but I was just watching a video of these guys racing out at the Burlington Coat Factory on Dixie Highway.
Oh yeah.
And like one guy chased another guy and jumped on the back of his hood. And
I know that guy, the Corvette.
Yeah.
The guy that jumped in there is like known for like knocking out people that do dumb shit. His name's Clink, and like, you know, yeah.
Funny video.
Somebody, in fact, it was funny because my friend was like, you know, the conversation on Facebook, you know, was going off, and I'm sitting there reading the conversation. My one buddy's like, man, if Clink was there, he would have been on the car. And somebody else was like, dude, that is Clink. Like, bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But was
yeah, that's what I was saying. I started learning about dieting at around 18, 19.
Okay.
And man, you know, I had to learn from scratch. So, you know, you got all these magazines and all this stuff you're trying to learn from, the stuff you see on TV. And so I tried all these little, like, okay, I knew about some of the diets and stuff like that. And I'm just going to eat real clean. And so for like 9 months, man, like when I say 9 months, literally, because I kept track of this stuff. For 9 months, I ate boiled chicken breast.
Yeah.
And green beans.
Yep. That's like the best meal that you can have if you want to lean down and bulk up.
Boiled chicken breast and green beans, but it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like I was just going up and I would drink a lot of whey protein, and I would drink them out of the 64. Back then they had them the 64-ounce cups.
Yeah.
From the gas station, you would buy the Polar Pop. They used to have the big plastic ones.
Yeah.
I used to drink them out of those, man.
You remember my diet at Norton's? What I was eating every day was grilled chicken breast strips and Caesar salad. And then if I wasn't eating that, I was having like cheeseburgers with no bun and no ketchup or anything on it. And I did that for 8 months and lost 100 pounds.
So that diet, it works.
Yeah.
Now
I was working out twice a day too.
Now I'll tell you about my workout regimen. It was a monster, man. It was I didn't have patience, you know, like I didn't have the knowledge and the patience that I you know what I mean? Yeah. I just had willpower.
And frustration.
You know, I was angry. And so I wanted to see results like immediately. So my back then I worked for a distillery, so we used to roll around these like 500-pound whiskey barrels, and it was a hard job. I mean, a lot of manual labor. But what I would do is I would go to work, and of course I ate this little crappy meal, and then after I get off work, I would go to the gym.
Yeah. And
I would work out in jeans, steel toe boots, and a t-shirt, and I would do 30 to 45 minutes of cardio. Whether it was the elliptical or the stairs.
In the boots?
In the boots, yeah. Then after I would do that, I would go lift weights. And back then I used to do, they call it a bro split. So it's where you do each body part like once a week. You break it down. Like you say, you know, I'm doing arms today, and I'm doing chest today.
Yeah, cycles.
It was just like, you know, one part or so a day. And I would do my workout then I would leave the gym. And I would go down to Valley High School. Right after that, 45 minutes of cardio, lift, then go down to Valley High School, and then I would run 2 miles. Then I would go home. Track. Right?
Yeah.
Then I would go home and I would lay down. And then I would wake back up that night and go back to the track when the sun went down and go run another mile. Then go back home and get cleaned up and for the night and do all the night routine. But man, it was killing me. Like literally, You know, it was just. It was.
So how many hours would you sleep a night?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I remember being so drained, just because I didn't have the knowledge base that I had now. I just knew you had to work hard, eat right, and there's a difference between like eating clean and eating right. There's a big difference. Like you can eat clean, but you're still not eating right. You can lose weight, but
you can have too many calories, not be taken like if you. I feel like the ultimate diet is like the chicken and beans, and then like various vegetable, couple fruits here and there, sparingly, because all that natural sugar. You gotta intermittent fasting.
See now, that's one thing I do not agree with.
Really?
Oh no way.
See, I'm saying like have like an 8-hour window where you eat every day.
See now, I'm the opposite. Like I said I eat 5-6 times a day.
Okay, so you do several meals to keep your metabolism high.
Well,
that's another eating.
The reason why I don't do
every
the
couple
fasting
hours
thing is because your body's never gonna allow itself to go without. Right? It's never gonna just allow itself to not have. So what happens is if you decide I'm gonna go on this fast, right? My plan is not to lose weight. Like I don't care about losing weight. Anybody can lose weight. If you just don't eat, you will lose weight. That's it. That's not really a skill. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I want to change the way I look. I want to look better.
You don't want to be thin. You want to.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I see.
Lose weight at the expense of losing muscle.
I'm jealous where I want to be. I wish I was 5'4", 120 pounds, dude.
Man.
No lie, because I've always wanted to be a race car driver. You know what I mean?
5'4". You don't see people wishing to be 5'4".
Jockeys?
I don't know any jockeys.
Yeah,
but I ain't never been out and had no guy tell me, man, I wish if I had just been a little bit shorter.
Hey, big things come in small packages too.
I don't know. Oh man. But yeah, man. So when you do like that hardcore, like strict, really super strict dieting, and if you come down too fast, you end up eating away your muscle. That's why I don't like the fasting thing, because if you don't have anything in your system, right? You don't have any food. Your body's gonna pull from itself. Now, depending on the situation, it's gonna pull from fat storage.
Well,
it's gonna pull from muscle.
I hear that when you do the intermittent fasting and you're in ketosis, that's when you do it, and then
see now that's two different things though.
But when you break keto, if you do, you're not like supposed to necessarily fast, like on your breaks.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
Because the whole idea is that naturally, like humans, for thousands of years, we weren't sitting with fast food on corners every day and a grocery store. When it comes to our bigger, heartier meals, it was you catch something, you eat good for a while, and then you don't
eat for a while. Now, what I will say is that is true, but you have to eat for what
that's different goals. Completely.
Yeah, exactly. You got to eat for what you want to do.
I just want to be small.
If you want to be small, you just keep them calories down.
I'm about to just sew it shut.
But if you want to be a marathon runner or a bike rider, you're not going to eat.
No, I didn't.
Super high protein diet.
I didn't say I wanted to be a douche.
So it's my thing is looking better.
Yeah.
I just want to not getting no younger.
Well, you did it, man. Like I say, I mean, totally different from the last time I seen. By the way, you remember our old boy Tim?
Yeah.
Tim. He got this idea in my head when I ran into him a couple years ago. Okay, and I always said I would ask you about it. Did you also eat that balut?
The balloon? Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was like, did you see him eat the balut, dog? I was like,
yeah.
No, he was like, ask him. He's like, I bet you he's going to tell you it was a prank. I'm
like, the balut tastes like, I'm going to tell you exactly what it tastes like.
All right.
The balut tastes like, have you ever did laundry? And let's say, or let's say you like went swimming and there was a towel or a rag or something that was wet and it just was in a ball and you left it sitting out in the sun and it just like turned mildewy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of.
Hey, but that yolk part wasn't bad though, was it?
Well, it was all bad because when I bit it, when I bit the balut, and you can see the duck.
Yeah.
He's folded up. He's in there folded up. And when I bit it, I was getting like 5 different textures. One time I was getting the yolky taste, and then I was getting the stringy, like the feathers.
Yeah.
You know, because it had like, and I don't know if it was actually feathers, but like maybe like the beginning
feels like hair almost.
Yeah, but it's really like it's really strong,
man.
Like, and then the little soft bones.
You had more than I did.
So it was horrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst food I've ate.
I didn't mind the yolk. The actual yolk was just like a salty egg.
See, it's worst food I've ate. I tell people all the time that's my number one.
How much were those?
It was cheap. It was like I think like $3 or something at a like Oriental store.
$3 each or $3 total?
No, I think it was each. Like a little. It was a nice size.
Who is really eating that, man?
Well, people from the Philippines. It's real big. They say they walk around and they have baskets of them or something. And
why though? I don't understand delicacies like that, man.
They
like cockroaches and stuff.
They probably look it up like, well, you know, what the heck are we eating over here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's eggs, so I like duck. Just I like.
I
chicken,
love duck,
and I like chicken eggs. It's just the way that duck egg was prepared.
Well, fermented, rotten. You know what I'm saying?
It tastes horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Back to what I was saying about the working out part. The uncomfortableness is what I was talking about. When I'm getting uncomfortable, I was at my cousin's birthday party, right?
Yeah.
And I was swole up, and we went to go see a murder mystery play. And man, I was sitting in this chair. You know, like the number one fat guy enemy is chairs.
Oh yeah.
That ain't made out of
plastic
chairs. That ain't made out of something solid. And so
I call those standing chairs because I'm gonna be standing.
So I go in and sit there and enjoy this play, and the chair it was like it was like a regular chair, but it had the spring back.
Oh yeah. I've also rolled back out of those.
So it had the spring back, and so I'm sitting in this chair,
leaning forward.
Yeah. I'm leaning forward because I want to lean back to rest. But when I would lean back, I didn't have no faith in the spring. So I would lean back, and I'm going, oh man, if I relax on this thing, it's about to be on in here. And so I would lean forward, but I had the stomach, so the leaning forward was, and I was eating too. So it was like, you got the stomach size and the bloat from eating, and I'm trying to lean forward. I'm uncomfortable forward. I can't lean back because I don't trust the chair.
Yeah.
So it was just an uncomfortable, 2 or 3 hours in this.
2 or 3 hours?
Man,
you did that to yourself for 2 or 3 hours?
Man, because it was it was a complete show, and you end the show. Like the murder mystery did, like the lights cut out.
Oh man!
Somebody that land on the floor dead, and you got to figure it out. Like it's like a crowd interactive type thing.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It was.
Yeah.
But it ain't fun when you trying to figure out how to be comfortable in your chair.
Right.
And so I'm like, after this, man, I'm going back to the gym. And so that was the moment I was like, nah, let's get back in the game.
Yeah. Like that comes to mind all the time. there's cars that I would like not consider buying because of size, and I hate that.
I try to get it. I try to set in a BMW. I don't know the name of the type.
Let's see, small roadster.
I just know it was a little convertible.
Yeah.
And
so that's a Z3.
Man, and it's funny because like
or Z4.
Like it's different. The little BMW is like the Volkswagen Beetle has way more room.
Yeah, Beetles are deceivingly comfy cars. Yeah,
they are. But I got in that little thing. I mean, the steering wheel was like in my chest, and not only was it tight, but it was low.
Cramps.
Too. Yeah. I looked like one of them, one of those bears on them tricycles for the zoo.
Yeah.
Circus.
Well, I had a little RX-7, and it was, I mean, tiny thing, about the size of a Mazda Miata, but it just so happened that if I put the chair back, most of the way, and I got into it right, I could get in there, slide in and slide out. It was tough, but I would always say that I'm putting my car on real quick, like a jacket.
But another thing I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that you had to be locked in a box. You had to do like fat guy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like you were looking, you would see a guy and you'd be like, oh, look at this, the big dude, right? So now he has to drive an SUV.
Yeah.
He got to drive an SUV.
I said, it's real bad when you got to get the minivan.
Yeah, when you start having to make your picks based on fit. You know, like, man. And, or like, the type of like clothes you wear, you got to wear like, certain brands, you ain't wearing it. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
You just walk into the store, you only got to go in. As soon as you look at the window, like, forget going to the mall.
I know in Walmart I can get sweatpants and that's about it.
You go to the mall, hey, when you're a big guy, there's nothing in the mall for you.
No.
It's just once you hit a certain size, no.
The food court.
That's it. Yeah. That's all that's at the mall. And hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
So, going shopping. And then there's here's the messed up part. Then as a black dude, I would have to go to like hood stores.
Yeah.
Because hood stores have a lot of stuff for, bigger guys.
Thanks for the tip.
But man, watch this though. But when you go, you always get the stuff you don't want to wear. It's like, you go in and you got like, oh, it's a nice t-shirt. Then you're going through it, it's like Stewie holding the AK-47 with a chain on, the big money symbol hanging from it. All the clothes.
With pot leaves all over it.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, look at this, check it out. Then it's
or Big Dog, that brand.
Yeah, something like that, or you just go like, man, come on. Was it just like a nice shirt? It's hard to get. You can't get it.
Yeah. It's super weird. Like I said, DXL sends me coupons, and I'm just like, fuck you. $15 off my next $600 spent.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for trying to make it seem like a deal.
It's not at all. Not at all. So like now, man, shoot, I go buy cheap stuff and I look good in it. That's the best part. Most of my stuff is brought to you by Myers and Walmart. Right.
Yeah, my buddy does a lot of thrift shopping in the East End, and he's always wearing brand name shit for $3 this and.
I wouldn't know the brand. That's my thing. I wouldn't even know. You ask me right now, who's the hottest? I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I literally don't know.
I mean, dude, I'm not a style expert, so he's saying names that I can recognize. You know what I'm saying? One of Gucci this or whatever that.
To me, I don't know. When I think about that, I've never seen somebody with Gucci on and go, "Oh man, I'm impressed." I always look at it and go.
He looks stylish. You know what I'm saying? He puts outfits together. He does it on the cheap.
I think it's an age thing, probably for me. I don't want to wear a lot of. What's the one that got all of the colors? Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
one of them it's got a whole bunch of symbols like the red and the black and the yellow. It's got little weird symbols. I don't know which one it is. But I don't wear a lot of I say like goofy looking, symbols all over my body.
Yeah.
And
free advertising for other people and shit.
I just keep it simple. I don't think I look good in all these patterns and little sparkles and designs. Every now and then I get a little flashy, but nah, that ain't my style.
I feel it. I don't know if I probably should try thrift shopping, I guess, but
No.
I doubt they have.
Oh no, we found a lot of good stuff thrift shopping. But that's like that's like going on one of those hunts, like
Yeah. That's the
fun
thrill
part.
of it.
You might go to 3 stores, but you only find like 2 things that.
I know somebody that plays lottery hardcore and yard sales and thrift shops hardcore. Always buying shit that they don't need just because it's $1. You know what I mean? Like, man,
Yeah.
that.
But now I tell you another thing though. On the big guy side, like on the fat guy side, clothes were expensive. Now I'm gonna tell you the problem on this side now is that I'm still limited to what I have to wear because I have to get 90% of my stuff tailored. So
With the.
yeah, if it's not like something like this, like stretchy t-shirts or something like that, but like my button downs and stuff like it's they all get tailored. So I find what I want and I have to find it
Because you're going to keep it.
where it fits the top.
Yeah.
And then, but if it fits the top, the bottom's not gonna fit. Like the body of the shirt, it's not gonna fit. So it would just be blowing in the wind, man.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh man, yeah. Like I can't buy suits. I cannot go to the store and buy a suit. I've been to probably 50 different stores.
I still got the like big broad shoulders and stuff. So even at my size, I still have problems with fitting the shoulders and stuff.
If by the time I get whatever size fits up here, the body is
crazy.
Yeah. So I've had, let's say, 20 different store owners go, I can make it happen. And then I go in, and then they try, and then they go, nah, man, I'm sorry. It ain't gonna
But pants are all good?
Oh, pants be solid. Yeah. Because it's not, pants are just, now, your waist.
I didn't know if like
waist to
quads,
thigh, yes. Yeah. That's it, but that ain't bad. Because what I do is I just go up. I go up, and then so, like, pant size. If you say, what do you wear, like, what can you wear, a 36. But if you say, what do you wear, a 38.
Yeah.
The 38 allows me to have more room in the thigh. But then the waist is a little bigger. But it's like, I just throw the belt on, and no harm, no foul. But you can't do it with the shirt.
Right.
So if I want to wear a suit, it's tailored, man. So pros and cons, but hey, I'll take this over that. I take that all day long.
Right on. You still got that Beetle?
Oh yeah. Get laughed at.
Your Beetle?
Yeah, get laughed at a few times a week.
Wow,
That's
good cars, man. What about bikes? What do you got right now for bikes?
Vulcan 1600 and a VTX 1300.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. The Honda Fury.
Honda Fury.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I love the name.
It looks like a chopper.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got my dad's Sportster 883 in there. It was laid over.
Cool.
He wrecked it, but it's still in like good condition. This was towards the end of his life because he passed and he was, drinking all that shit and took the bike out one day, laid it over. I need a tank. I need controls up top, and then it wasn't wanting to start, but I haven't looked into it. It hasn't like ripped off the spark plug wires and or the fuel injection or anything like that. I'm sure it'll be an easy fix, but I want to get that on the road again and in the next, probably over this winter.
I do.
And maybe we can hit a ride next year.
Hey, I'm down, man.
I'm gonna be scared though, cause 2 wheels bad. I'm scared to death of being on 2 wheels with all the drivers around and everything. I've almost hit bikers not paying attention. I mean, there's such a small footprint compared to a car or truck or
That's
anything else?
Well, I got a lot of stuff on my bike, so it's wide in the back. You know, it's got some jumbo hard bags on it, so it's really wide. And then at night, I have a LED light kit that I cut on, so it looks like a UFO riding down the street.
Which they're real.
You know. I believe it.
Have you believed these latest documents that they've got?
I believe all day.
They've got particles of vehicles from outside this planet. Is some weird explanation that they use like that they just released. Like basically we think we have some.
I mean, you know, we're gonna always be left in the dark about everything.
Yeah.
Well, we'll always be left in the dark.
A lot of stuff's changing on that, kind of, in a way. I don't know. World so... we already got onto the subject. 2020, man.
Don't do it, man.
Everything
don't
is
do it,
so
man.
Weird.
It is. It is. I never thought I'd really see the day when people would be like, when the goal is to stay away from people. What's the point of existing if the plan is to hide from everybody?
Some would say to try to prevent a pandemic, but if the numbers were still low, when it's first breaking out, that's the time to do it, because then you might actually stop something from becoming bigger. When it's already out like this, what's the fucking point? You're going to have to...
Natural selection time.
Yeah.
But I say this like...
It's
okay,
crazy.
So,
but damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, my thing is, so the plan is it better to... If you believe that it's like killing everybody and wiping everybody... If it's your thought process, is it better to go somewhere and live longer in a cubbyhole hiding by yourself and not be around your friends, your family, the ones you love, but you live longer? Or would it be better to have a shorter life but live the quality, like have the quality of being with your loved ones?
I don't know. Some people, like, you can't call it, because some people, like, get it. Most people, for the major it doesn't even affect their daily rhythm whatsoever. But other people will die. I think it depends on, do you want to play that lottery or not?
But you know, like, you have to play the lottery. You playing it no matter what. There's not one person that I know of who's not playing.
I mean, as far as laws and stuff go, I don't know. It's like, if you want to roll that dice, you should kind of be free to roll that dice. But then other people that don't roll the dice, that still have to go to... It's weird.
No, what I mean is, like, this is not one of those games you can choose to be in or out. You're always in. Yeah. Like, who's so isolated?
Nobody can be so isolated.
No. Yeah, you're already in the game.
Dude, I think I had it in March, by the way, before they were really testing outside of Oregon and California. I'm a truck driver, man. I'm in truck stops every day. And they have evidence that it was in California as early as November. How in the hell is it going to get to me so fast? Other dirty motherfuckers driving trucks coming from California, stopping in rest areas and truck stops along the way. I've pretty much got no choice. I can't park a semi-truck at a normal Circle K. You know what I mean? So I pretty much have to use truck stops or not work. And in that time frame, I got quote-unquote bronchitis and pneumonia really bad, and I was laid up in bed for a week. Fever, hallucinations, all that shit. I mean, I thought I was going to die. I was, like, crying one day to my wife that she needs to get me to a hospital. She's like, you got pneumonia. Everything that's going around, they're not going to do anything anyways. I'm like, you're right. She's like, you just got to ride it out. And I did.
What kind of insurance policy does she have on you? Ride it out, baby. Just ride this on out. Go to the light.
Well, I mean, I could have like pushed a button and said no, we're going. I mean, she's had her moments where she's like, do you want to go? But they're not going to do anything.
She's just waiting to do your eyes like it.
I'm only 50,000. I'm only 50,000. I mean, I could be 250, but
in Indiana,
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that much.
50,000 in Indiana money is a lot of money. Man.
Right.
Yeah, you bring it over to Louisville, don't go as far, but
it's a lot of ice bags. A lot of $20 bags right there.
Oh man. And we done got completely off the fitness stuff. So, but we'll jump right back in on it. Diet and training. I train with willpower then. Just like we got to do it, just being a knucklehead. But as I got older, man, I started realizing like patience. Not looking at the scale.
Dude, that was my hard thing. When I lost all that weight in 8 months to basically try to get some pussy.
See, that's how a lot of people do.
And then,
that's the goal for most, like things
dude,
you do.
And, I lost all the belly fat, and then my arms were real big, and I got what I wanted, and then I got my heart broke, and then I hurt my shoulder, and it was a wrap. Like, fuck it, let's be fat,
Yeah. And it ain't for everybody either. Like, I tell people all the time, man, look, working out. When people say I don't like to work out, I'm like, I understand. Because you're giving up. I mean, I probably put in.
Nobody likes.
Well, see, now I do.
I mean, people, you like it, but you have your moments that you hate it. You have to. You have to have had some moments where you're like, man, I wish I didn't have this obligation, but I told myself I would do it.
No, you know what? It ain't from the working out. It's the diet. The diet is the
that's
part.
the bitch. Okay.
Yeah, the working out is
fun
beautiful.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
when
like,
you do
like,
it.
You know, like you like to skateboard, and other people like to whatever they do, play Pokemon or whatever they do. I like to work out. The working out is fun. It's the diet. Yeah. That's the part when I'm sitting there like, man, I really love to get those 2 all beef patties. Then in my head,
special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
Man, in my head, I'm just seeing myself swell up, and I'm going like, man, don't do it. Is it worth it? And sometimes it is worth it. Like don't
treat yourself.
Yeah, I'm not a person like
you can't stay on the diet for 12 years straight unless you're that crazy.
I say be well rounded. I always make sure I don't even look at it like I say diet because it's the only way you can label it, but the lifestyle choice is just one of balance. I do a 5-2. I do 5 days good and 2 days where I eat everything I can get my hands on. And I say everything. I'm literally, man. I'm like Garfield.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't keep track of nothing on the weekends. I'm just throwing it in, and that's enough to keep me going down, keep me looking good. But it's balanced, man. And I still have times when I cheat, like through the week. Not often, but there are times when I go, man, forget this. I'm about to go get me a pizza or whatever the case is.
I've been real good at being like, not making obscene decisions. Like, if I'm going to a restaurant, like, okay, let's get the salad as a side, and let's.
Now I'm against that, man.
Really? You against salads?
No, I eat salads 5 days a week. I mean, so I eat them for lunch like every day. But I'm against when I go out. I eat healthy all week long. I'm not about to pay more money
to get something healthy.
Yeah, I'm going out to eat dirty.
See, it's weird. I'm opposite like that. Like,
no,
like I'll get the chicken sandwich. I'll eat
healthy in pieces.
I'll eat the steak and salad.
See, now I eat a lot of steak.
I don't cook much. It's probably my thing. Yeah,
I cook a lot. But
I need to meal prep. I need to focus on all that stuff. I need to get real
when I'm going
meats and vegetables. It's expensive to eat healthy.
It is. I'm telling you, it's expensive if you want any quality. Like if you can eat healthy for cheap if you don't want quality.
Ain't that a bitch?
You know, like straight up, man. Like if you want to eat healthy and cheap, you can do it, but the food quality is not gonna be that good.
It's like there's 3 things in the car scene. Like you can choose cheap, reliable, or fast. You can only pick 2. You can do cheap and fast, cheap and reliable, or reliable and fast, but it's not going to be cheap.
Now, like for a while there, I was eating steak between 10 and 14 times a week.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, I know. And with that's expensive. But it tastes good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I hate chicken. I hate chicken, but I eat a lot of it. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Chicken is cheap, and so you could eat like chicken breast is fairly cheap compared to steak.
I like the whole chickens. Now,
I mean, you can go buy your whole chicken already cooked for like $5.99. No problem. But chicken is, it's boring. You know, you can like I like to use this sugar-free barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Oh man, that brings that stuff to another level.
I get there's a KFC by my work in Sellersburg, and if I call up before I go up to work, I can get them to grill me some fresh chicken, and that's not too bad. They season it pretty decently for and then I can have my grilled chicken and green beans and a water and eat healthy before work. And have something on the go.
I'm gonna tell you another secret that people they sleeping on. To me, like the number one secret, and I used to kind of laugh at this stuff when I was younger, because you would hear old people talking about it, and you're like, who wants that? Fiber. Man, a good fiber supplement it makes all the difference. Like honestly, my fiber supplement, it put me over the top. It was the one thing that I say changed the whole game for me.
Really?
Dead serious.
What does it do?
All right. So, of course, we all know that fiber's in your fruits and vegetables. Right. Okay. Fiber is gonna give you that full feeling that you need, that you get when you eat.
Oh, so you're saying if you're hungry and you don't want to eat, water and fiber?
Yeah, but see, here's what I do. I do them together. Like 2 of my meals they have a fiber drink to go with them. And so it's about the size of, my container's about the size of that bottle you got. Okay. Like that. And it's 100% psyllium fiber. I get that, and it's sugar free, because they got a couple different brands out there, and some of them have like a ton of sugar in them.
Yeah.
Forget that. Just get the sugar free.
Metamucil, we're looking at you.
That's I just use the I don't want to see the brand, I guess, but I go to Myers and get it.
Yeah.
All right, but it's sugar free, comes in 2 different flavors, and with my meal, I take 2 scoops, I put it in my jug, and I shake it up with cold water, and it tastes like fruit juice or like kind of orange, like Tang or something like that, But it's kind of like the longer you let it sit, it gets gritty.
Yeah.
Because the fiber is swelling up.
Yeah.
But what I do is I drink those before I eat my meal.
And then you don't eat as much.
Well,
smaller portion.
Well, no, I'm gonna eat everything I put on my plate because I make it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I make it to where this is what I'm gonna eat. But after I get done guzzling that thing, because I don't eat my food until I drink it. So I toss it back, usually in like 1 or 2, drinks. I just guzzle it down, and I'm like, man, that was a lot of, it was a lot to drink. And then I eat my vegetables, and then I eat my meat last. And so by the time I get to whatever my meat choice is, I'm already feeling good at the vegetable.
And what that probably does is, I heard about this recent study that they say that skinny people versus people that are heavier, skinnier versus heavier people, for somebody that has similar genetics, same diet, same sleep, pretty much everything you would believe in their daily lives that they should be the same weight. If a person eats slower, they would be skinnier versus a person that eats faster because of the way that their body can metabolize what they eat.
Now that part's true, but like for me,
and also it takes like 20 minutes to get the full filling or whatever.
See, me, I'm never gonna be that guy, because no matter what, no matter how I look, I'm always gonna be like a fat guy at heart.
Yeah.
I don't care about the time limit. I'm gonna throw this food down. Like, it's not gonna never take me 20 minutes to eat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna never take me long. But I need the full filling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That, like, that feeling in your stomach, like, oh, I'm good.
I better not eat another bite.
I need that feeling. So that fiber, it helps me, give me a jump start to that feeling. You know what I'm saying? It gets me halfway there, and then by the time I eat my vegetables next, I'm one step closer, and then my last thing is whatever meat selection I have, and I go, oh yeah. By the time I eat that meat, like, you know, I'm gonna be good to go.
Yeah, I hear in like all these little fashion girl vlogs or whatever, drink a bottle of water before you eat. But I mean, that's true.
It is, but the water and then the fiber takes it to the next level.
That's because they're also eating like 100 calories per meal and
forget that.
Yeah.
The fiber, you need it, and I'm on a high protein diet. So if you know anything like a high protein diet, if you don't get enough fiber, man,
it's bad for your liver and all that.
Well, forget that. You're gonna need some help on the toilet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man. So you're gonna be locked up, man. You would be. I mean, you would be, because I remember at one point I was eating 300 plus grams of protein a day. 300 plus grams of protein a day. It was a little overkill, but that's a lot of protein, man.
Yeah. Did you ever have shit that make you cry?
No, I never took it like a man.
Yeah.
I took it like a man. But that's supposed to, the fiber made a difference, because people say, man, you're going to take that fiber, you're going to have diarrhea. No, it don't work like that. I used to think that, but you know, like the commercial says,
it's just smoother.
It don't make you go. It just makes it easier to go. That's how it is. It just makes it slide out, man. And that's what it does. So get your fiber supplement, like I said, twice a day, one in the morning, one at night. And then, man, I'm telling you, man, it makes a huge, huge difference. And I eat the same 5 days a week. Like, I know right now what I'm eating next year. You know, it's like,
yeah,
clockwork.
Yeah, 5 days I'm doing my thing, and then for 2 days I'm doing whatever I want. Whatever
I slightly
comes
change it up a little bit sometimes, but it's the same. You know, it's the same principle. Like, you can pull one thing out, and another thing is making your food taste good. When you can make your food taste good, I look forward to eating.
Yeah.
So I used to be so strict that, remember that boiled chicken breast? Like, come on, who likes boiled chicken breast? Nobody. I used to go buy a big jumbo pack of frozen chicken breast. We had a big pot, and I would just boil the water, and I would just dump the frozen chicken breast in it, and then let it boil, and put it in the refrigerator, and then it was time to eat. I'd go pull out, you know, some boiled chicken breast and some green beans.
Yeah, you could do that every Sunday and just put containers in the fridge and
it's horrible.
And hate your life.
Yeah, it's a horrible life. You mad all the time.
And the containers stink.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a horrible life. So now, like, what I do, especially my night meal, it's my biggest meal.
Yeah.
People got all this goofy stuff like, don't eat after 6 or don't. It's nonsense, man. Like, it's just, it means nothing. Like, if you overeat in one big meal for your total caloric intake for the day, or if you spread it out, your body doesn't care about what time it is. Like, if you overeat, you're gonna gain weight. If you eat under your caloric maintenance level, you're gonna lose weight. It don't matter what time of day it is. You know, that's just what it is. But my last meal of the night, I always make that one fresh. Because I want it to be hot, I want it to taste good.
And you want to go,
I want to be happy before I go to bed.
Right.
And so whatever meat I'm having, I would take, like if I'm making steak, I get my green beans or my greens or whatever my vegetable choice is, cooking, broccoli, whatever. I'll take you know how like you make the steak, the fat and the fat juice from the steak.
Yeah.
I just dump it, man, right in the...
Bless you.
I dump it right in the vegetables.
You see, I like bacon in my green beans. Like, I just take a strip of bacon and let it chill in there.
And I found out, like, it's not gonna kill you. It don't make or break you. Like, I'm not in no show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, trying to be Mr. Olympia or something. So it ain't killing you, man. So once I learned I could just make my food taste better, then you can stick with it longer, and you're not walking around hating the world because you're eating boiled chicken breast.
Yeah, see, that's why I would have to do Caesar salad for me with the chicken breast. Because
I do that at lunch. Cobb salad, Caesar, but I get those pre-made.
Yeah, like with Thornton's and stuff like that.
No, this is garbage. I like to get mine from Myers.
Okay.
Myers got, I forgot the name of the brand, but they come in like a box.
Okay.
It's a clear container, but it's like a box. And man, it's like 400 to between 400 and 550 on the calories, but that is enough for me, so not bad at all.
So how many calories a day do you usually have? Like 3,000?
It fluctuates
3,500
ish, man.
Well, see, that would be if you're eating salad every meal. Obviously,
No,
you're
I
not going
don't.
to be eating salad every meal.
No way, but I could tell you my entire meal plan. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
But it's I don't like eating in the morning.
A lot of people are like that.
I do not like to eat in the morning. I only like eating in the morning if I get up on my own. Like if I lay down right, when I wake up, if I get to choose when I wake up, I'm getting up for hunger or the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those reasons I'm getting up. But if I can pick when I get up, then I'll be hungry. But if I gotta get up because I have to get up and go do something, I get that like queasy stomach feeling in the morning. So I don't like to eat when I first wake up. So Monday through Friday, I drink my breakfast. I drink 51 grams of protein, and then my fiber drink. So that's my breakfast, and I usually just do that.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll fill most people up too.
Heck
even
yeah, man!
hungry.
The volume alone.
All that protein and fiber.
Yeah.
That's what your body's looking for,
man,
in its stomach, essentially.
It will fill you up.
Yeah.
And that comes in one drink. I use the Medtrek 51. It comes in a tall can, and I drink
a tall boy.
There you go. It's like a whole 211 can. And but I do that and my fiber drink on the way to work, and so I'm already full before I get there. And then I'll wait until lunch, and then I'll do my salad.
Right on.
And then 3-ish hours after that, I do a 1/4 pound of grilled chicken with sugar-free barbecue sauce on it, just plain.
Yeah.
I have a little container, and I just eat that. Then I go do my workout. After my workout, I drink another 30 grams of protein. And then I get cleaned up, start getting ready to wind down for the night. And I do me 3/4 of a pound of whatever of protein of my choice.
Yeah.
1/2 pound to 3/4 of a pound, and the side of vegetables, and my second fiber drink. That's my night meal. And then right before I go to bed, like when your eyes start getting heavy, I roll over and I eat me a bar, like a nature. Yeah, like a nature
Valley
bar. And you can pick whatever bar you want, not just the ones
like the honey oat.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Something like that. They're like 150 calories or 180 ish in that window.
One of my favorite comedians, Tony Hinchcliffe, worked at this spot when he was a young comedian, not making any money, and the place that did the catering for who he worked for, that was like their thing that they would leave out for guests to have anything. They had honey oat and like chocolate varieties of these bars, and he said the sight of them makes him queasy because like that's all he did was volunteer and work for cheap and live in LA, and so he would just steal those bars and live off of them.
Yeah. And they're good when you're not eating.
When you're not having to live off of them,
yeah.
Sure, they're pretty good. Yeah. I like the oat and honey for sure.
So, but that's when I have a hard time. Like on weekends, I don't want to eat the stuff that.
Yeah, you had, yeah.
Yeah, I really don't want to get chicken. I mean, I still will, but It better be fried, and
Right.
But it's worth it, man, and it's easy. Like once you kind of get your groove going, I didn't weigh myself probably like 6-7 months. I wouldn't weigh myself. But people are like, how much weight? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care about that.
Right.
Because all I knew was my waist size was going down. And I knew that if I followed the plan, I was going in the right direction. So I didn't ever want to put the pressure on myself to say, I hear people say, I want to lose 30 pounds by 2 months. It's like, for what? I'm going to tell you right now, if you try to drop 30 pounds in 2 months, then that next 2 months you're probably going to gain
27.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. What are what's the deal? So you can go hard, and then
are you going to live it, or are you going to? It's just a fad.
You're going to crash and burn. So my thing is, I didn't care if I lost half a pound a week. People are like, I want to lose. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose for what? Just be lighter. Just be lighter next week.
And that's why, like, I have a lifestyle change coming up soon. Hopefully, like, I'm getting a bunch of work done to the house. I've got this pretty much complete. I'm gonna go on a diet when I get a new job. I'm gonna try to get something like 6 to 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I don't have anything where I can say, yes, I know that I have Fridays or Saturdays. With this truck driving, I'm on an alternating schedule. I have to do math to know if I'm going to be off, even if it's just 3 weeks from now. You know what I mean? So the goal is to get everything done to this house, refinance, get our bills level it out to where it's the same thing every month. And then when I am, working 40 versus 60 hours plus a week, it's going to be, meal plan. I want to have that Monday to Friday structure. I want to fit in exercise. I want to fit in yoga because I want to get more limber again. Because I used to be able to kick over my head even as a big dude. I used to be so flexible, and I'm still pretty flexible. I still surprise people and stuff like that. But I feel like that would help with, my body, and yoga's a good workout too for what it is, limber up your joints and everything.
That, man. I'm just too lazy to do it.
Yeah, so I want to do like eat right, yoga, exercise, like all that. Writing, I don't write I just, if I'm laying in bed and something makes me giggle out loud, I write it down. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I write comedy right now, and I'm writing funny ideas. I'm not writing jokes. You gotta project in a certain way. Some jokes have to be told in a certain manner. If you don't include this, it's not funny. If you add that, it'll be better. I don't have anything worked out. I just have funny shit written down. So it's... I used to have... After I worked at the hospital, I worked at Jewish for a while. And I did medical billing for them. And the cubicle drove me mad.
Let me ask you, how'd you like doing that medical billing?
I wanted adventure. Now that I'm like 32 years old, I'm like, man, I wish I was still in that cubicle. You know what I mean? I mean, it was, 32 hours a week to 40. Now
you didn't have to get like a certificate or nothing to go to school, did you?
I did on-the-job training.
Okay, can you tell these people not to take this stuff up, man, in school? Cause
people are going to school for it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay, if you're going to do medical coding, that's a little bit different because you got to code in order to bill. Bill is more communication between hospital and the insurer. Whereas coding is you're either creating a bill or going on the insurance side, you're going through a hospital bill and making sure procedures make sense and things like that. So you got to do courses for coding. But just billing? Yeah, no, I wouldn't go to school for that. They'll train you.
Yeah.
Most places will, at least. At least the places I've been fired from. No, I just worked at Jewish, and I basically stopped showing up because the cubicles were driving me crazy. Because I want to be a free spirit and be a fucko and try to ruin my life by doing nothing. And
But you feel like you was in prison sitting in that cubicle.
Yeah, I did. But I was also younger at the time. I had a hot sports car. I was single.
Man, that still kill you, man.
Yeah.
The reason why
it's not my end goal. That's for damn sure.
The reason why you could do it now versus being young, because when you was younger, you had more hope. You know what I'm saying?
I really honestly feel like I've got more hope for the future now than ever before.
What I'm saying is, when you young, you sit in this cubicle like, man, forget this, man. Hey, there's so much more out there right now. I can't take this, man. I'm not going to. I'm better than this. And then like you leave the job, right?
And it's a fuck up.
Yeah. Then you're like, dang, man, I lost my job. Then as you get older, you be like, you sitting in the cubicle, same cubicle.
I could have been running that joint by now.
That's how you mind if I had to serve my time.
Yeah.
That's how you doing it. If I had to serve my time. So that's why you take it.
Yeah, because now it's like I make $30 an hour. Nobody's going to start me at $30 an hour to do anything else. You know what I'm saying?
You have to take the hit, man.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to find is where it's not such a bad hit. I found a couple of gigs that sound interesting for like $18 an hour, which
your peace of mind
more than I was making back then. Yeah. I am local now. I shouldn't complain too much about my job because it's allowed me to do all this. You know what I mean? Like I went on like the largest live podcast in the world up on stage and did comedy and it's bought me a house. All kinds of good shit's come from it, but it's a stage in my life and I feel like the next stage is
the cubicle?
Fewer. Yeah. Do that for a few years and then get healthy and focus, have more time to put into this stuff. Because that'll free up 20 hours a week right there to focus more on these goals, and then I feel like from there it's limitless. I could get into radio. I could
you get to follow your passion.
Mess with
so
broadcasting. I could
and
create
be tortured in the cubicle with the dreams of doing what you love after you get out the cubicle.
Those dollars earned in the cubicle will be more meaningful because I don't now have just a lust to go wandering. Yeah. I know what the fuck I want to do, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. That
makes
sense.
Yeah.
Life done.
Yeah.
Focus.
We've grown up, man.
Yeah. Worst job I ever had wasn't a hard job. The worst job I ever had was the easiest job I ever had.
Security?
Nah, heck no. When I worked at UPS, not the main building, but I worked at UPS. I just stood in one spot.
Oh God, those are the worst.
Oh man, I would just wait for this package to come down. It would just come down and then throw itself in front of me, and then I would just pick it up and scan it and move it over to this other side. But my feet never had to move.
Oh, that sucks.
And you talking about time? Golly, you feel like you was up for an hour. You look down, it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, those are the worst. Oh. I had one at eBay or whatever they became over there on in Riverfront or
Riverport.
Riverport, yeah. I worked there a couple seasons, because I always found myself out of a job around Christmas time and all that stuff, and so they would always hire like crazy. And one time I had the job of if there was an extremely large order of candles, it would be in a big box. We had about one box every 10 seconds, and I would have to push it through a tape machine because the tape machine liked to jam. Do that for 12 hours, 6 days a week. You know what I mean? Make sure the machine doesn't jam. Push.
So let me ask you, dream job, what would be your dream job?
It's too hard to call right now because there are so many things that I've got my hand, like, I have a dream. My dream is to do something that I find interesting and fun, not so much as a clock-in job, and to make enough money doing it to where I don't have to worry about money. And I'm not saying being unreasonably rich.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
But just build. Well, I mean, I'm playing around with video editing. I'm playing around with broadcasting. I'm playing around with, various. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Comedy. I mean, who knows? And I really love the stage, but I also really love just idea creation. Creativity, like. Having an idea and making it a reality is awesome. And like writing, I like to write, so it's, and maybe I'll, if everything can blossom and become greater than my imagination, I'll be able to do everything a little bit. You know what I mean?
See, now I think it would be cool because I think when you do one thing, it just gets boring.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter if you love it or not, it's like one thing.
That's why this is a fun hobby for me because there's a lot going on into doing this shit, and I'm not good at it yet. You know what I mean? It seems decent. You know what I'm saying?
It is to me.
But I've still got a long way to go. So it can always be better.
I figure out how to cut the computer on.
Right.
Get this set up in there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What about you? Or y'all?
Man, I think I'm more at this point
with the family situation and everything, just happy, content with, or
I think I'm more about enjoying life. Like, because I work in a long-term care facility, and my thing is I've never heard anybody ever go, you know what? If I could go back and do it again, I would have made sure I got more overtime.
Right.
And, or I would have made sure I would have made sure that I saved up another $10,000. You don't hear anything about that.
See, and this is, I think, why my dad killed himself. Okay? Because if he got to work an extra day on a holiday, that was triple time at Ford. And he would be excited about it.
See, no.
And then also he drank himself to death. It's like, conclusion is,
it's a rat race. It truly is, man. But you have to, like, to me, I say your life really starts once you punch out. Yeah,
if he could have enjoyed life more often in healthy ways,
and everybody
and not worry about.
Everybody has a plan, like, to live the life they want later. It's not real. Like
retirement. You're talking about retirement. You think you're that confident you're going to make it to 65 and be healthy enough?
Come on, man. You
to enjoy it.
Let's be real. I tell people all the time, like, okay, so I know people. You already have a high level of unhealthiness right now.
Right.
At 20, like you already feel. Not the best at times at 20. You think that by the time you're 60, you're going to just be better than you are now.
No.
And you're going to have all this money and it don't work like that, man.
Spending $20 when you're 20 is much better than spending $1,000 when you're 60.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with you, man.
Go get that bag of meth and enjoy it.
I just say, like, I see stuff backwards. Like, you see the guy who is 55 years old riding in a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. I'm glad you got your Ferrari, but now you look ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the car, you don't even match the car no more.
All you gotta do is suck at his dick and you can go drive it.
Like, you don't look right. I'm looking at you. And then so you're like, now you got the money. It's better to struggle when you're younger.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to kill yourself at work, right? Work a lot to have what you want while you can use it.
Yeah. like, I know guys that have this idea of busting so much ass, they retire at 35, 40, and that's a little weird, but I can respect that a whole lot more than somebody that says, can't wait till I'm 65 to retire. Like, man, that's the plan. Like,
and then you lose, and if you spend too much time focusing on work, you lose the most valuable thing that you have is relationships, man.
Yeah.
And so,
oh man, yeah,
you know,
you're getting real over here.
Yeah, I know people who retired early, like they go in the military and they do 20 years and then they get out and they retire. But now you spend so much time like in that arena.
I see those dudes at 13th Street. They got all that money and they got somebody. Maybe they got a chick for the night.
That's it.
But they're the ones acting crazy sometimes because they got nothing to lose, really. Huh? They don't have anybody there. That's a lonely man.
It is.
You'll see him riding out of his 3-wheeler trike, blasting some sad music.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So you don't want to do that either, man. You got to have some balance, man. You got to find, while you're young, find somebody who is interested in you for who you are.
Yeah.
If not, keep saving your money and working hard, and later on you can buy somebody's attention.
Dude, I mean, you know, you've been married since I've known you, I think, right?
We've been together for 15 years now. So
man, that's amazing. And like, I've been with my wife now for 5, and I've always been looking for somebody that, you know, can catch my eye, but mostly deal with me, handle me, fucking, you know, put up with me, unconditional love and shit. And I'm kind of tired of my friends that are like, they'll be like 30 years old saying, man, I can't believe you got married. That's like, crazy. For one, yeah, I'm sure I was getting so much pussy, right? Yeah. But two, it's like, dude, having somebody so intertwined and like having a soulmate that you can be honest and real with, and like,
let me ask, can you be honest with her?
Absolutely.
Now, what level of honesty? This is another. How honest can you be with her?
Too honest.
So you can go. You can tell. Do you feel like you can tell her anything? Period.
Yeah, there are very, very, very few locked doors between me and her, and I don't even know if there are any, but I'm sure there's something I haven't unlocked. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really. But I mean, yeah, I've told her
some serious stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, does she find you guilty of stuff, like for the thought? You know what I mean? Let's say like, could you tell her like, hey, you see that girl? She's very attractive.
Oh no, I mean, I don't come at her like that because like.
But could you? I'm saying like honestly, could you tell her the truth about that? Like, could you tell her like, hey, baby, I'm just letting you know. If we weren't together, and if I had the opportunity to be with that girl over there, I would definitely take it because she's, you know, I like what I'm seeing right there. Could you tell her that? That's a no.
Probably. Well, I'm thinking back to conversations that we've had to where like I've told her that like say we're watching TV and I'll be like, oh, that was my crush back in the day. Like, she'll get a little bit jealous. It's not like that. It's also that like she knows, you know, when I have some alone time and watch some videos and shit, you know, do my thing. Like, that's a separate thing than sex. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that type to where like I would even like.
You wouldn't say it.
I feel uncomfortable almost looking at women that I'm like completely attracted to because like I don't want to upset her in a weird way.
Now that's my thing.
Women scare me and make me shy and shit.
That's not the ultimate freedom.
Well, it's not even like about that. It's like it's nerve wracking for me to like have an attraction. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like I wouldn't. I don't know.
My level of freedom is like it's like okay, like I look at myself. I'm a decent looking guy, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, like it would be foolish of me to think. All right, I'm gonna use it like all right. the steak and the bologna deal.
Yeah.
Okay, even let's say I'm a good guy, I'm a great husband, blah blah. You can call me steak. All right. My wife has been together for 15 years. I'm steak. Let's say in her mind, I'm the best thing ever. Let's just say that. Okay?
Yeah.
If she believes I'm the best thing ever, I'm like top notch steak, man. Filet mignon, right? If you eat the same steak for a year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't care how high level it is. One day when you out, you smell a fried bologna sandwich, and you like, hey, hey,
fried bologna is pretty great though, right?
Yeah, it's cheap. It's cheap. It's 99 cents for a big pack.
You don't want to see anybody seeing you eat a fried bologna.
You know what I'm saying? But you like, and so let's say you get that fried bologna, and somebody be like, I can't believe you looking at the fried bologna sandwich when you got steak at home. Like they would judge you for looking at the bologna when they give, because you got steak at home, right? But you going, I've been on this high protein steak diet for all these years, man. I just want to get some bologna.
I look at the bologna sandwich and I'm like, that bologna sandwich is definitely going to reject me.
But you would still want the bologna.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. Would you be able to tell your wife, like, hey baby, you know, like, you steak, but hey, you see that bologna over there?
I don't know. It would probably it would just make me feel too awkward to even bring it up. You know what I mean?
Like, so you have to pretend like you don't see other girls that are attractive. And does she have to pretend the same? Because she have you seen her looking at guys before?
No.
So now you know she has, though. Like, you know how she probably hasn't seen you looking
at her. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's rare that I'll be like, it'll be like a celebrity kind of deal. Like,
no, man, forget the celebrities,
I'll be like, no, I don't.
Going to Walmart. Like, you out, and like, all right, like you haven't seen her look at guys.
No.
But now, like, watch this. I'm going to ask you now, can you recall the last time you looked at a nice looking girl out in public? Probably yesterday. I mean, it happens all the time.
It almost doesn't even register for me. It's like, yeah, I mean, of course, it's every time I go out, I'm probably going to see, like, if I see 100 females, probably, 40 of them are going to be somewhat attractive in some way. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying is with your wife, you haven't. She
wouldn't. Yeah, no, I haven't caught her looking. Which
ask her. I'm gonna say ask her
if she looks.
Yeah, but look in the eye and say.
Yeah, we've actually had that conversation.
Don't ask her about her love for you. Like, if you're gonna be the best because she loves you, and that's. But ask her. She loves you. Tell her to X out love. Give her a pen and a piece of paper and say, I want you to draw me what you lust for, not what you love.
I'll put it to you this way. The only person to ever bring up, like, attractive dudes being like, that dude's attractive has been me. Making me.
You know what?
No, but it's not. I'm saying like before, maybe twice on occasion before, it'll be like some random dude like with his shirt off and like we'll be somewhere and I'll be like, you really don't like even look at that because she's not, and I'm like you don't even like.
Now after you say that to her and she looks
and I ask her about like celebrities and stuff, and she'll say some ones that are like I wouldn't expect are attractive to her, and she goes on and on about how like she doesn't look at bodies and shit, and I didn't believe it for the first several years. But I feel like it's pretty, and plus she's with me, so I mean,
hey, check her porn history.
She doesn't watch porn.
Man,
I swear to God, I swear I've put it in, and she doesn't. She'll have 26 tabs open on her phone. If I put in POR, nothing comes up. No Pornhub, no nothing.
She probably got a good memory.
No, she's not. where. I mean, I don't have like an incredibly high sex drive, and she doesn't either. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The mental is where it's at for me in a way. You know what I mean? And the commitment.
I mean, it's gonna have to be that for you to stay together.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's physical, you're not gonna stay together.
Right.
You ain't gonna make it.
I can have hotness on a cell phone screen.
It ain't gonna
you know what I mean?
You won't survive.
I mean, women's putting their, there's tons of that. I don't even have to go to Pornhub. I can go to Instagram and find enough models if I want to, real quick. I mean, it's not nothing. I don't know. I guess also it's like I've never been much of a sexual person. I guess she hasn't either. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm just saying she hasn't, or she hasn't let it out. Is it in there? You know what I'm saying?
Now that is what I'm curious about, because
be
I know it's in there for me. Just
it is. You're like a time bomb.
I don't know about that. We'll find out.
I'm gonna tell you why you are. I'm gonna tell you are, because do you remember in the beginning of the interview you were saying I was working out so I could get these girls?
Yeah.
It's still in there.
It was actually one girl that I had been with, but she kept cheating on me, and I figured if I got more attractive, I mean that was the real story. That was like my comedic spin on it, but like the real story was the bitch would not stop cheating on me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I thought being hot would help. And
that's a mental thing, yeah, though. Because once she was already cheating, she was already done.
Yeah, and she's never stopped. By the way, to this day.
Shoot. But yeah, it's like a time bomb. Like, okay, y'all been together for how long now?
5 years.
Okay, how long you plan on staying with her?
We'll see. I mean, I have no plans. You know what I'm saying?
In your mind, like if she's in here right now, like, hey, Eric,
she's the one. I mean, in my mind,
to the day you die. Like,
yeah.
Or whoever goes first, okay? So, for the rest of your life. Now, what I'm saying is, so, with that being said, are you committed right now, 1,000% to know that you're going to have the same state? Like, I know it's like, to know that, like, it's like being in a cubicle, right?
Yeah.
To know that you're not moving in any direction. You're in that. You're gonna stay in that cubicle.
I would be looking at my steak in front of me as I have her.
Yeah.
And then, if somebody got like some kind of crazy looking, yummy like fettuccine Alfredo next to me,
yeah,
I would salivate. I would want to know what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't order it, and I wouldn't get up the balls to ask to try it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
I would appreciate it, but I don't have that. Again, like
I got you. But then how old are you?
32.
Okay, now watch this. So, do you think in your mind, right now from 32 up until the day you die, that you would not have another experience in your life for your living eternity? You know what I'm saying? With anybody else, that is everything that you're going to experience. That's what it is already. It's you. You're there.
I don't know. We'll find out.
You know what I mean? Saying? That's the thing. Like, and the same.
I can't say if it's gonna change or anything with what the future holds, because I could die right now on this show live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sometimes people, a lot of women, especially after like having children and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Things change.
Yes. Hey, like night and day.
And if things change, I'm down for a ride.
That's what I mean.
I'm adventurous.
You know
what I'm saying?
It's slim to none that the person you are when you are 20-something and then who you are at 50-something, they're probably not going to be...
If my wife asked me to take a bite of some Alfredo...
Did you go
for it?
Okay. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, but it's wild because, you know, who you are when you're young, who you are when you get old, you have to evolve.
Things change all the time.
If you don't,
thank God I've changed. Thank God. I mean, and some things have stayed the same, but, you know.
You're going to have your core. Like, who you are to the core. Like, you're going to always be a computer dude. Like, they ain't going to go nowhere.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it came naturally, dude. 12 hours. I mean, I just, you know, I was like, I can't believe. Yeah, you're always going to, but, I mean, if you compare me from 25, at the age of 25, I wouldn't want to hang out with that dude now.
Yeah, I dig that. I can see that. It's just amazing to see it, and you got two people, and then you grow together. I like having, like, real open, honest conversations with, like, my spouse. Just, like, keep it real. Like, talk to me like you would talk to one of your girlfriends or something. You know what I mean? None of this, I don't want to hear stuff like, you're the best. Nah, man, like, that's cool, that's nice. But I want to get to know the stuff that you don't tell. Like, the stuff that you feel like you're not supposed to say, or the stuff that you feel like you're not supposed to feel.
And see, I do have that with her because we say whatever's on our mind to each other. Like, oh, you know, she can say to me and I can say to her, you're being an ass without, like, getting mad.
Can you say this? Could you say, if she said, hey, baby, could you rate me? Could you rate me like, I'm not sure how attractive I am. Could you give me a number? Could you give her one solid, like, without, you know, could you without, I mean, and take the love out of it. Could you look at it and say like, baby, whatever number you feel like she is, taking out love, because love adds in points. Take out love. Could you look at it and say, I'm gonna tell you, you want the truth. Okay, I'm just saying, not me. This ain't me. I'm just saying, if I was on the street and I saw you, baby, I love you before I tell you. But
I haven't ever thought about it in that kind of concept, and yeah,
you know how
we've talked about it, but I can definitely say, like, something that most people would have, you know, insecurities about. I can say, like, oh, like, you need to take care of that, and she'll tell me that, you know, like, you're off your diet, you're gaining weight, like, I want you to be healthy, I want you to be around. Like, for her, it's never about the looks, but she can tell me, like, hey, I want you to take care of yourself because I want you around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could you, like, what would you say to her? What would be the equivalent? Like, she would
say, like, she's real. She has a difficulty about insecurity with her skin, but I can tell her that, like, hey, you know, that you're, you know, you need to take care of that pimple, or you know, you like, you know, she's gained weight since we've been together, but she was malnourished when we met. You know what I mean? She wasn't really eating or anything, and she's not really insecure about that. Because she's happy to be healthier. You know what I mean? Like, she's happy that she has, like, an actual belly now. That, you know, like, instead of, like, skin and bones from when I met her. Yeah. She's real unique.
So let me ask you this: could you ever tell her, like, so she gained weight, right? Let's say she keeps on gaining weight, and she keeps getting stomachs.
She would want me to tell her. It would emotionally upset her.
Could you do it though? I know she said she would want you to tell her.
I could do it. Yeah. And it's tough sometimes, you know, with stuff like that. I mean, it's tough not just on one person. That's something that's tough on both people, because you got to get up the guts to say something like that. And you know it's going to hurt and affect them, but you know also that they want to hear it if it needs to be right.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like, a relationship, you got to be able to like, going out and holding hands and stuff. That's all easy.
There's tough conversations you got to be able to have.
Yeah, if you can't have the real conversations, like, hey baby, come on, let me tell you something. You got to find out from other people.
Yeah.
It's bogus, man. Like, the first one to be able to tell you something's wrong is the person that you sleep with.
Yeah, the person that you're supposed to trust most.
Yeah. You leave out the house and then you find out, like, hey man, you look like garbage, you know. You find out from somebody else.
I can't keep it that real. You look like shit today. You know what are you doing?
And then you find out when you go out. You know, they're like, damn, if you love me, why didn't you tell me you knew?
Man, are you gonna get the poop off your jeans or what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's the real.
My mom can be that way. My mom will let everybody, if you're insecure about it, she knows about it, and she's gonna say it.
Yeah.
Oh
saying,
my God.
I think that part makes the relationship last.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we can have those tough conversations, and don't get me wrong, they are tough, but we can certainly have them. She's got anxiety real bad, so I try to tiptoe around it in that aspect. If there's a blow that I have to land, so to speak, I try to land it gently, but that's also just me, and you know, not wanting to be harsh and like.
All right, well, break it down for me. I'll be her then. How you land a gentle blow of what's a problem? I make up more. Okay, let's just do the weight gain thing. Let's say I'm healthier now. I gained this weight. I got my little stomach going, and now I keep on going.
I would find the reason of why it's too much
in
my head.
No,
I'm saying this is my thinking. Like I'm gonna have to tell you how to lose weight. I'm gonna devise a reason in my thinking of like.
Okay, I'm gonna be her.
Why? Right. I'm gonna.
What do you think about me now? You know, I was real small, and then I got a little stomach, but now I'm still going. But do I look how?
Right. Okay? So now I'm thinking like, why is this a problem? Like, is it you're just too unhealthy? Is it, you know, like attractiveness, looks?
I feel fine, but I just want to.
I'm saying this is in my head, in my thinking. So like, I'm gonna say, well, you know. Ask the question again, because.
So how would you?
No. I'm saying as
her.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, baby, I just want to know. You know, I gained some more weight, and I mean, I don't feel bad or anything, but I just noticed that I had to buy some more pants, and I'm up to whatever size now. And does it look bad? Am I okay? Is this?
Well, I mean. I don't know, you should probably get on a diet with me. She's like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've talked about it before. I mean, you know.
But yeah.
Weight is a conversation that comes up a lot between me and her. Because, you know, as I'm wanting to lose weight occasionally, sometimes so is she. And so we'll do the diet thing together here and there, but I mean, she doesn't need to lose weight at all like I need to.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it ain't. We just use the weight because it's something
right.
It's simple, but it can be mental.
Yeah. I can. Yeah, we have
like
those
motivation. It could be like life goals. It could be anything that.
We've had. You know how you have those aha moments in therapy that people talk about, like that, those breakthroughs.
Yeah.
We've talked deep about shit and then like had those moments together for both her and me. So yeah, nothing's off the table in conversation. I mean, you know, I was you know, fucked around with as a kid, and you know, I talked to her about.
That's rough.
Yeah, I talked to her about that shit.
Who've been through that.
Yeah, and so then you know, she tells me about stuff she went through as a kid. I mean, like we've explored deep, and you know, like with her anxiety, we talk about it pretty openly and frequently. You know, because I mean, you know, like change is a scary thing for her. Like I was paying, for example, I forget exactly how much, but say I was paying $40 for my old internet. It was 30 meg. I'm getting 1,000 meg for 50 now. But she didn't want
the increase.
It wasn't. See, I thought it was an increase, but it's just the fact that it was change that made her nervous. stuff like that. And like, you know, that's one of, exactly, wow, that's kind of what she realized, because, you know, change makes her nervous. Like, she was excited for me to get my job as a truck driver, and then when things changed, it made her nervous. When I started working locally, she was happy about the fact that I was going to be local, but the change scared her. Like, she's been at her job. She's a customer service manager at Walmart. She's got management experience now. She's thinking about applying to other jobs because they don't treat her right there. They put too many responsibilities on her plate because she'll just say yes and try to do it. But change scares her. And so, but, you know, that's, you know.
That's for a lot of people. Change is, I mean, because you do what you're accustomed to doing. Like, anything outside your comfort zone is, I don't think, I mean, people who just, the people who love change are weird in their own way too. But people who love change tend to be people who run away from problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of staying to fix them, they just change the whole situation. Like, you're like, man, how come you never ran in the same spot? Like,
right. And see, like, you and I think we all can probably agree that I love change. Change is good. If I'm making a change, it's for the better.
I'm a creature of habit, man.
Oh yeah?
Big time. I am a creature.
So what if you try to change things for him?
See, that's the thing. Yeah. Like, she won't ever be able to.
I won't be able to, because he doesn't change quickly.
No.
Like, it's like ease into it, or I'm changing this to
what if,
something.
Oh yeah, so like what if you make a big change in your life? It's gonna affect his life, right?
No, it won't, because you make it.
Because it's my
it's her change.
It has nothing to do with what he's
I don't really believe in that, man. I don't believe that, like, whether it's somebody else in your life that changes affects your change. Because
you're still individual.
I love that. Like, I love the uniqueness. Like, you know, the insights to different relationships. You know what I mean? The differences.
It's like, no way, man. Because your foundation won't be solid. So what I do is based on what you do.
Right. Yeah. I understand that, because I think that you can't have a good relationship until you're happy with yourself.
You have to. Yeah. And so since I'm not grounded in what I want, then you not grounded. We in trouble, man. Yeah. We in trouble. That means if I die tomorrow, you just out here.
You're just lost.
You just gone.
See, she's that kind of person to where it would kind of be more like that, where
you're going to OLAP, you know.
Yeah.
You can be at Our Lady of Peace. You know, it's just, you have to have, like, a person has to have their thing. Yeah. You know. And then it's like your life is like this. It's like if it's a timeline during the day, from the moment you wake up, like, I'm doing my thing, and then you doing your thing, and then at some point during the day, it weaves. Like, okay, we're doing this part together, but then now you back to doing what you do. Now, some people have that type of relationship where we separate, and then we through the day we do a couple things, and then we venture off. And then some
that's us. You know, we work different jobs. On the same shift.
They got this. Like, they got...
Yeah.
They both, like, hey, good morning, and then they all the way... And then in the night, it's like...
Yeah, they sleep together. Yeah.
And then it's back up.
And then some people don't even sleep together.
Yeah. And then some people got that wake up, and then all day is straight, you know...
Them 45-year-old housewives... That, you know, fucking, them white women that drink too much wine, you know, all day by themselves when the kids are at school. Yeah.
So,
and hate their husband, but they want to stay for the kids.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, you gotta have your own journey.
Yeah. And then
if you don't have your own, then you
then what you gonna talk about? Like, if you kick it, if you know what I mean, if you only do what I do, we only do what we do together, what we gonna talk about? I can't tell you about nothing because everything, you was already there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to talk about. Like,
yeah.
Do you remember when? Well, yeah, we did it together, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, she's real into, like, like movies and games and stuff like that. And if she didn't have a job, if she had all the time to herself, she'd be holed up in a bedroom with a library that's endless of things to watch and play, and yet she would still play and watch a lot of the same old shit over and over again. Yeah. Whereas me, I mean, you hand me the key to the world, I'm turning every lock, for sure. Adventure and mayhem and mistakes.
Yeah, enjoy it. I mean, part of life is just taking them chances, and I always tell people, if you do something and it backfires, like, hey, as long as you get a story out of it, it's all good.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like, you gotta have a story, man. I remember with a lot of stuff I didn't used to do, I wouldn't do, whatever. I labeled myself more off of what I didn't do versus what I did do. Like, meaning that the accomplishment was I don't do this and I don't do that. Okay? But if you go through your life and your list of accomplishments is based on what you don't do, by the time you get old and you get ready to die, all you can say is,
oh yeah, I want to check every box.
You know what I mean? You say,
except for being like a pedophile and going to prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeffrey Epstein.
And so your list of didn't do, that ain't living, man. Like, you didn't do it? No, you never tried nothing.
Have you tried going to the Dragon yet, y'all?
No.
Y'all haven't been to the Dragon?
No, but the race, like for the motorcycle thing?
Yeah.
Nah, I hear about it, but it's not really that appealing to me, man. I'm a cruiser, I'm not really trying to scrape my knees on the lean or nothing like that. I mean, I would go just to go, but the parties weren't wherever I'm at,
Well, y'all been riding lately?
No.
No, not this year, not as of yet.
Any reason? Just not into it?
No. We've been having a lot of fun. A ton of fun.
Just not riding fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of.
So, next, maybe
motorcycle fun.
Future podcast, we maybe get into that stuff. But now we have, man. Really, this whole COVID stuff happened too. Yeah. And really, when COVID happened, my main priority was to get in shape. Like to
lock down, get locked down.
Yeah, because I knew. I said, man, when they open the gym back up, it's about to be. It's easy to fall off. And
I bet you're ready to see who fell off.
I already did.
Oh yeah.
I already saw a whole bunch of them.
Well, I mean, and you notice too, people that don't stop showing up and stuff.
I mean, the ones who like the gym closed, and then so they were like, I ain't got no equipment. And that kind of deal. I didn't have equipment either, but I worked out in the garage, and I was just doing weighted pull-ups, chin-ups, weighted push-ups, We just made it work. And but when I got back to the gym, I saw a lot of people that were like, COVID got me, And I didn't want to be a victim of that. It's just too much work, to let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad about it every time I look at, old pictures and see a skinnier me and shit. I was skateboarding a lot, working out a lot, but I'll get there again someday, I feel like. Someday, fairly soon.
You got the big stuff. You got the important stuff. Like, you got the relationship, you got your family structure. That's the stuff that you can't
Probably
control.
A kid soon.
That's an adjustment. Just
yeah.
So
Yeah.
You want a kid?
I do, but I'm also terrified of them. I feel like I'll somehow accidentally break a kid, like babies, and how fragile they physically are now? Scare me. I think it's about time. I need to pull the trigger.
Heck yeah.
Before I'm an old dad.
Yeah.
An old fat dad.
You gotta get in there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be like, oh, my granddad is dropping me off to school.
Or, what was your dad like?
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm 8 and he died at 4, so,
Yeah, you gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
You can't be waiting to 40.
Yeah, I wanted to get we got a contractor that's going to start. We're going to get these bathrooms done, some work on the outside of the house, done and all that shit, and then
How she feel about it? She want a kid too?
yeah, oh yeah, she's been.
What she say about timeline? What
she's ready.
She's like, whenever you ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just tell
She's not like, you know, like trying to catch it out of me or something and smuggle it in or anything. But she's not desperate, you know, but she's ready for sure. So that's another thing that I've been ramping up and getting ready for.
Extra time you thought you was gonna get.
Yeah.
Because that takes up all the extra time.
Oh,
because you'd be like extra time sleep.
Well, hopefully she can get something else too, and we'll. I don't know. I can't even say how I'm gonna handle it because I have no idea.
You just survive.
You get in there and you just do it. It's not a way to have a kid. It's just you get in there, you find your groove, and you just keep working it out as you go.
Right.
There's no book.
Man, I mean, I haven't even seen your all's kid yet, and I mean, we don't. It's been forever, but I mean,
you gotta kick it, man.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to meet Al, right?
Yeah, he's 5.
Yeah, 5 years old, man, and he looks like he's going to be growing up to be big and strong too.
He'll be a big little guy.
Keeping you busy, huh?
Oh man, it's all good. We got the perfect work-life balance.
Yeah.
We got it down.
So what's he like? What does he like to? Is he into Power Rangers or?
Nah, he's into them cars, man.
Anything
Yes,
He's
my
a car
dude.
Guy. He's straight up cars, man.
Cars and dinosaurs.
Yeah, he's.
I want to do a burnout with him then.
Oh man, he would flip out.
Let's do it,
man. He be down.
Yeah,
he's a straight car guy. Like he
We'll
goes to sleep with cars on his pillow. Like
we'll go down to 13th Street in the afternoon one day when it's just totally empty. You know, I'll rip a burnout and do a dig real quick.
Car, I'm telling you.
He loves anything with 4 wheels.
That's my man.
Anything that rolls and rooms.
My first word as a kid was like imitating burnout sounds.
Yeah, he didn't get that from me. I never was like a car guy.
Yeah, he loves all the little cars. So.
That's awesome, dude.
He picked that up somewhere.
Cars and dinosaurs.
It never changed either. Like it never, it wasn't like not like a phase. He's locked and loaded.
Cars and climbing.
Yeah.
Climbing, yeah.
He's our boy.
Oh, he likes working out.
He loves working out. Like
really?
Get in there with him. He's like, Daddy, I got weights.
Yeah, he got some little fake weights at home. He loves working out.
Pull-ups and push-ups and anytime you get a chance. So.
Heck yeah, we'll have to go to a race or something someday and bring him along. Bring some protective gear because them alcohol-fed V8s can get loud, but sounds like a good time, man. And I guess we're going to wrap it up here, if that's cool with you.
Definitely, man. I guess next time we get more on track about the fitness side, but it is what it is. Good story.
Yeah, man. There's plenty of fitness with you to go around. Tips, I'm sure, and maybe get me in shape someday soon, too.
Man, I got you, man. Ain't nothing to it.
All right, man. Well, I guess that's it, folks.
All right.